So when I'm out of state, networking with real estate professionals, the question always comes up, Sean, where are all the Atlanta deals? Yeah, I got some good deals out in Atlanta. Well, I can say yes all day and blow smoke, but it's better to just show you what the deals look like. Right here, this is Fulton County. It's 162 results. And these deals are going up on the first Tuesday of September. September 3rd will be the date of the auction sale. Like I said, there's 162 results in just one county. I look up 5 different counties, but let's just choose one from here. I like, let's check this one out, Fairburn Road. So the way I analyze deals, I got a proprietary system that I go through that just makes it easy to kind of synthesize these deals, but I do want to, for video purposes, hey, come on, man. I just want to see what we're looking at. Let's first do a map view so we can see what part of Atlanta we at. We're outside of 285 on the southwest side. This is Fairburn Road, Ben Hill area. It's still kind of a rough area, but it's up and coming. Everywhere in Atlanta is going to get touched at some point. This looks like the house that we're dealing with. This is a pretty decent house. Looks like it's on the corner lot. Not too much going on here. So then I want to do a realtor.com search. I have this access from my realtor buddy. Shout out to him. Right now, it's saying the property is worth almost 350. So again, I'm gonna select all, and I have a custom chat GPT, but we're not ready to import that information yet. I still want to get some more information about the property. Select all, copy that. I'm going to come down to the tax bill information. We see that it's paid up. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes paid up mean a company called Vesta Holdings bought it. In Fulton County, there's a private company that says they are a tax reservoir for municipalities. And Fulton County is always 99% caught up on their taxes with their tax collection due to a couple of laws that they set for companies and individuals to buy other people's tax liens and then make some premium on it. I think it's up to like 10-20%. I'm not too sure about what the exact thing when you get it or when you buy the lien, but I know if you bought it off the courthouse steps, it's a guaranteed 20% plus 10% annum or year after year. It can go up to 5 years. So the most that you can get holding on to a tax lien is 50% ROI on your money guaranteed. And if you don't get it, you get the right to foreclose on it. And that foreclosure right is granted to you as a tax lien holder 12 months and 45 days after the purchase of a tax lien. So now that we got that information, I think that's everything that I need. So I'm going to go ahead and import this information into ChatGPT. Now I did custom build this ChatGPT. As you can see, I can edit it, all that great stuff. And what it does is I import this information and it synthesizes it synthesizes it for me so that way I can just copy and paste this. And then after I copy and paste this into my Excel sheet, you'll see why it's important and be able to admire the beauty of it. Because it is a pretty cool little deal analysis system that I got going on here. So I'll go ahead and import it here. I make sure all the data looks like it lines up. Days on market, price per square foot. Okay, average school zone 3. It's low. I told you it's the hood. But those are where the best deals are at, right? School district don't really have a school district. All right, so all of that information is put in here. So now we can quickly analyze this deal. Can go over the preliminary information. Got the parcel ID, has the sell date, has the original loan information, and but we want to see where we're at in this loan. Has a custom built amortization calculator in here where it takes the original loan, puts it against an interest rate that's derived from the 2000 prime rates plus 2%. And just to show you, there's a whole calculator built into this right here where it just has all the prime rates. And here's the amortization schedule. So that way we can see where we're at on these terms. Assuming it's a conventional 30-year loan, we have a monthly payment around $1,500. If they were 6 months behind, we can assume that they're about $9,000 in the hole to reinstate this property. Assessor's value show the land is around $30,000, building value of $159,600, leading us to a total value of $189,300 according to the assessor's office in Fulton County. Now let's just say we spoke to the owner and they said they were 9 months behind. Easy calculation that we can have straight right there. So it's all right. So you owe $1,300 instead of the $900 that we have guesstimated. And with that said, we will have to come down on the price. You know, you can always use that for a negotiation point if you like pre-foreclosures. And you can see all the information here. They paid 278 months. That's approximately 23 years. And over the course of 24 years, they paid 48% of that loan down. So the remaining loan balance shows at $88,600. If there were liens, of course, I do title search. I do title search for $40 each. And we can create a bulk price if you're doing 50 or more. But this is where I will put all that title search information into this deal analysis spreadsheet. Now, I do just give full reports just if you want the report and not this. But currently, I'm the only person using this. It's kind of a hard thing to teach people, especially when you're trying to incorporate ChatGPT and all this other data. I got it set up perfectly for me. And my goal is to use my deal analysis worksheet to help an out-of-state investor find and acquire deals. And I know how to look for the best deals. What I do is sort by loan date and just go from the lowest loan dates to the properties that I think I like. The reason I go for these lowest loan dates is because obviously the older loan, the more equity you have. The more that they pay down, the more equity you have. So it says it has 87% equity, which is, let me adjust this. I have a value adjuster. Said the estimated value is around $445,000. Now let's see where that information is coming from. Median listing price, median sales price. Okay, so median listing price is $445,000, and we did see another value that Realtor.com had. I'm trying to see. Oh, okay, it's at the top right here. Estimated value 347 is what Realtor.com is saying, but we're gonna go with the median listing price according to Realtor.com. It's last sold 2020 for 170. Here's that 170. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 full baths, 1 half bath, 2,600 square feet on a little bit more than an acre of land. And all of that information is here. It's currently priced at $170 a square foot. So once we are comfortable with those numbers, we have a bar right here that kind of breaks down everything. Fair market value 446 coming from here, just rounding up. Minimum debt owed 108 coming from right here, just rounding up. Renovation, let's look at this house again. Now, I've seen some dirty houses, and this one in particular doesn't really present itself to be one of those houses. So you got the garage on the side. They actually put their garbage cans somewhere neatly, so you can kind of get little details about, the owners of this house. They like to wrap up their water hose, which means they like to water stuff. Let's go take a little walk around the corner. See the backyard. They keep everything neat around this house. Nothing in the grass. Doesn't really show any true deterioration as far as not taking care of it as best as they could. But of course, you can use some new decks and new doors. They do got cages around the doors, so that's pretty telling about the neighborhood. Either way, somebody will live in here. It's not a bad house, 2-story. Not a bad 2-story house. So let's go back and analyze this deal. I would say that this house will probably need, upwards of not that high. Let's go to 20%. I'd say around 35,000. $35 a square foot. Probably even a little bit lower if you're, good at these things and have a pipeline of material, and you are one of those investors that, or one of those rehabbers that like to use the same things over. And this is that type of neighborhood where it's not gonna need, all the bells and whistles. You just need fresh paint, working appliances, maybe put some new electrical in there, new plumbing. Already has HVAC right here. Got two of them. This one probably needs to be replaced, but get that inspected. They'll let us know what's going on. One thing I probably would do is cut down this shrubbery right here to give this house a little bit more curb appeal. That bush really don't need to be there. But anyway, I will estimate $76,000 for renovation. We always take out 10% of the fair market value for a contingency. We want to sell this house quick. Regular pricing is at almost 60 days on market. Nobody wants to wait 2 months to get their return, even though 75,000 in 2 months is not a bad return. That's 22% in 2 months. You're not going to get that in a lot of places. But just to knock this down by half or even more than half, we can sell it for $50,000 less than what other listings are being sold for. So with that said, let's do a quick little breakdown and see what we can offer. If we were looking to make $75,000 off this deal, 22% are cash on cash return, we would potentially be able to put $142,000 in the seller's pockets. That's a lot of money for that seller, especially if you can save them from foreclosure and help them get into a new house, because they can make a down payment for $142. They can make a huge down payment. They can even take half of this and figure out their life with the other half. So a lot of possibilities. They don't even have to use the whole down payment. I mean, use this for the whole down payment, whatever they want to do. But in order to acquire this house and put this in their pocket, we'll be at $250,000 even. That's $95 a square foot, which is 56% of the value per square foot. And remember, it's currently priced or valued at $170,000 per square foot. We have $196,000 in remaining equity, and you can kind of calculate that with the renovation cost plus the 10% plus the profit, and it'll come up to this number right here. If you were in pre-foreclosure, and this is all pre-foreclosure estimates, all in costs, and we're talking about the max offer to the seller plus the renovation plus holding and closing costs, and we got closing costs fixed at $5,000. We'll be all in at $348,100, and we will be able to sell it for that $446, which will give us that contingency plus the profit. Now, if we were getting this at auction, our highest bid that we can go is around that $246, even $250. We can go to that $250, but this is where we would like to go. We know that they have not a lot of loan left, so that bid is going to start low, and we can go all the way to $246 and still make $75,000 off of this rehabbing it. Now, let's say if we don't want to rehab it and we want to wholesale it, we can make a quick profit of $13,000, and wholesale it for $263. Let's see. We can try to make $21,000 profit on this from a wholesale deal. If we got it at $246 and wholesale it for $250 and wholesale it for $271. Then we can make that $21,000 profit, and the person that we're selling it to, they can make $73,000, which is a 21% cash on cash return. I think this is a home run deal right here. So if y'all are asking for more deals, I'll be analyzing deals every single day here on YouTube, and except for the first Tuesday when I'm at the steps, or if I'm handling a bunch of title work orders and I just can't get to it. But my goal is to expose all the deals. Like I said, there's 162 of them. Eventually, my end game on this is to take this list, and granted, all of these leads come from, this newspaper. That green screen is cutting in, but it's called the Daily Report. And the Daily Report basically shows us what's going on as far as the foreclosure goes. Now, who is the page? I just want to show you how to listing real quick. Give me a second. Show what a listing look like. And I may not possibly be published in this paper because, hold on, here we go. Okay, so there's a section right here called public notices, and it's small, but it says mortgage foreclosures down right here. And it just goes through all the foreclosures. By law, all the mortgage foreclosures has to be listed in this property 4 weeks consecutively prior to the sale. So I used to go through these papers, and as you can tell, if you can kind of, imagine these deals, I mean, this newspaper and transferring the information out of this newspaper into this sheet was very tedious. Hated it. So I'm one of those people that value efficiency. So I just made the process more efficient for me. I found this site that basically takes the information out of all the newspapers and posts it in a digital format. They also have Excel spreadsheets that you could download with all of this information. And my admiration for ChatGPT and learning how to, you know, build GPTs and make GPTs do exactly what I wanted to do. I was able to eliminate a cost of hiring VAs to do a lot of this work for me, which I had a system doing. And now I got robots doing it. I took away a job from that Filipino lady, man. She might be mad at me. But anyway, it led me here. And like I said, just with a quick copy and paste, I have all the numbers in front of me and I can quickly analyze what's going on. Again, to what the end game is going to be for me is somebody out there is going to see me and say, "Yeah, I like what Sean has going on," and I can see that being beneficial within my operation. So I'm gonna hire Sean to do that, or I may turn this into a subscription service where I deliver these deal analysis worksheets and cut them a price on the title search. I'll deliver the deal analysis worksheet. I'll deliver the title search, and you can get a full cohesive picture, a full 360 view on the metrics of this house. So that way you know what you're getting into if you wanted to attack it on the pre-foreclosure level or hire me to go to the courthouse and try to win this at the courthouse steps for 250,000, probably even 10% above that. Anyway, like I said, this is a grand slam. Eventually, I'll be using my own money to purchase these deals, and you may not ever see another video from me again. But until then, I need to align myself with the money, and this is how I feel like this is the best thing to do. So, if y'all want to continue seeing deals, like I said, my goal is to create videos every single day, at least analyze one video. Eventually, this process will get shorter, and these videos will get shorter because you will understand the process of what I go through to actually get to this point. And I'll just be showing you a whole bunch of these, and we can just go over 5 deals within one video instead of looking at a process of one deal. But my goal right now is to market myself, let the world know who I am, what type of skills I've got. Because if you don't know who I am, how would you ever know that? How would you ever know what I can help you with, or even if you would need my help? Or because right now I'm dealing with a guy out of Florida, and this process works tremendously for him, and it's a lot of work. He pays me pretty well to do this, and like I said, he's my case study, and working with him told me that he's not the only out-of-state investor that can utilize this type of detailed reporting and making life easier for him when analyzing real estate deals, especially if you're looking at 50 deals, 100 deals, trying to acquire 3, 4, 5, 6 properties a month at the courthouse steps as he is. So if there are any sharks out there that see what I got going on and feel like, yeah, I can definitely utilize this work and spend more time with my family or going on vacation and just get to work one week out the month. This is fitting. So like I said, I'll be back tomorrow analyzing more deals. I appreciate your time and my mouth.